morning and welcome to my DLP reflective analysis. Today I will be taking you through my DLP. I will be talking about my prior assumptions to teaching, the limitations of my personal vision, the different researchers, theorists, and perspectives that have touched on my vision, and the evidence that has supported my vision of teaching. Throughout my career, I've been able to hold many different positions that have led me to where I am today. My vision of teaching has changed within those experiences as well as being within this program. I used to think teachers got paid lots of money to do very little work. As you can see in this post, I've refined what I think teaching is. I saw that teaching is much more than just standing at the front of the room talking to students. I say that I believe learning can look like and be anything, and I truly believe that. Within my findings during this program, there are so many more moving parts than just getting paid well. The job never stops there. There are many behind the scenes tasks that are very important to make the show never stop. Here you can see in my Foundations 1 Week 1 entry, I've written about what my vision of teaching is. I have a pretty vague understanding as to what a teacher is, like stating that teaching is a 9 to 3 type of day. As the year went on, you can see that my thoughts on teachers changed as well. All of the experiences within my placement helped me grow and change my ideas. Like when I write, I feel that the role we have in society is much more than just teaching students within the classroom. It falls into the real world as well. We are always on display, and our actions need to go hand in hand with that. A lot of my ideas grew with the different theorists that we looked at. They helped guide me to look at learning in different ways. A big theorist was Erik Erikson and his theory that people move through different stages of development as they get older. This helped me look at the students I work with differently because it explains some of the behavior that you see, and it helps me understand how to address certain situations. When I was young, had been identified as someone who has a learning disability. I had trouble with language and math, so I was pulled with help with that. But honestly, I can't say I learned a whole lot in those sessions. However, I did learn about the kind of educator that I wanted to be. You see, when I was pulled for SSC, I felt very singled out, and this didn't help my self-esteem. My peers started to treat me differently, and I didn't like that. So at the time, I didn't feel that I was smart enough to be a teacher, so I became an intervention support worker. Here I saw students of all abilities that felt the same way I did. I knew exactly how they felt, and this made me want to pursue teaching. I wanted to create a classroom where all students felt that they were learning at the same work at their own pace. It has taken me some time to get to where I am today. However, I feel that this journey has been worth every second. As you can see within this entry, I talk about the different questions that may be beneficial for different learners. I feel that when a question is asked, it is much more than just a question. It needs to dig up different thinking, and that allows the students to think differently. Sometimes all a student needs is to be asked the same information, but in a different way. In Foundations 2, Week 5, I went on to talk about formative assessment and how I would incorporate it. I talk about the importance of feedback, and I stand by this. I feel that feedback is imperative. This has changed as the school year has gone on for me. At first, I didn't really care for feedback. I just wanted the mark, and now I want to read the actual feedback. It makes me think of what I could have added or changed. At the end of this full year, there has been many perspectives and theorists that have touched my vision. This brought me to the behaviorism learning theory. This theory has touched my vision specifically because it talks about how behavior is influenced and learned from external forces rather than internal forces. I feel as a teacher, we need to really know our students so we can set them up for success. This is seeing how the students learn. Steps I would do to facilitate this would be get to know the students, review the classroom rules, have classroom rules and expectations posted around the class, reminding the students at the moment what the expectations are, and have a class gem jar that all the students can work towards. This goes for all students within the classroom. I feel that it is important that all students feel seen and represented within the class. Thank you for coming to my DLP. I hope you've learned lots and have enjoyed the experience.